Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Tuesday Brews Day. That means it's time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, rough day today, my man. How you doing?
It could have been worse. Let's just say that. Still champs. Still got 4 more games to iron things out. But when you only lose by 1 run after getting skull fucked the early part of the game, it actually doesn't feel so bad. So, moral victories out here. But I can't be totally down because last week we celebrated the Mets losing the National League East to the Atlanta Braves, and this week we celebrate their exit, baby! Step right up and meet the mess.
I was waiting for Narcos. I was like, I'm not hearing Narco. And then I hear Meet the Mets. Well done. That's some solid trolling there, Scott.
I love it, baby. It was a great weekend. So that nothing could take away the celebration that was the Mets shitting down their leg against the San Diego Fathers.
The Braves lose game 1, and Scott's like, at least it's not the wild card round.
Damn Skippy.
Mookie is here. Mookie, how you feeling, man?
I really wish I was smarter and was legitimately sitting there taking notes so I could replay back Scott's exact sentiments, except every time he said Mets, cross it out and write Columbus Crew. Fuckers!
So what you're telling me right now is just this week's episode is just laughing at rivals' pain.
Yes.
So long.
Yeah, that feels about right.
Because that's at least 50% of sports fandom.
I mean, that's basically, that's
if your
the
team
main
doesn't
reason we
win,
watch.
then you need your enemies to fall.
Exactly. and Mike, and again, we'll get into the soccer talk later, but it was like the exact role reversal of what I think everybody in the southern Ohio area thought was going to happen, because candidly, outside of that region, no one gives a shit about the Crew or FC Cincinnati, but it was epic. So don't worry, Jenny, stay tuned. We'll get into it a little bit later and break down your team's colossal and 5-1-3 like failure.
Just a horrible failure. Speaking of laughing at your rivals, Cesar's here. Cesar, what's going on, man? Look at this kid.
I'm him.
Bandana.
I'm him. I am him. Quinn Ewers, him. Xavier Worthy, him. Javian Sanders, him. Steve Sarkisian, him.
So
We're fucking them, bro. I'm telling you now. What I said it somewhere. We're gonna go 9-3. Oklahoma, overrated as fuck. A&M, overrated as fuck. I've been saying these teams are overrated, and I've been right this entire time. I haven't been this hyped since 2007. Because I don't remember 2005 like that.
After Vince.
Oh my God. And not just that. If he would look, Triple C coming in, like if you would have told my picks last week, you would have gone 8 for 9. The only one that would have missed was Texas by 13-18. But other than that,
which was a push.
Yeah, no, I got $60 from that off a $10 parlay. It would have been 140, but Kansas pushed.
Well, there you go. Caesar knows everything. Joining in early tonight, walking.
I got a haircut.
Joe, how is it with the semis flying past you here in Utah?
It's really not that bad. The Great Salt Lake for everyone to visit or to view.
Wow. All right, man.
Hey, Joe, do you ever fake like you're going to jump in front of a car just to fuck with people?
No, I don't need that bad karma. Although I did play a joke on my mom this week where she was like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Not good. I think I broke my foot." And so naturally she started to panic. And then
As a mom would.
Yeah, and then I drug it out for a little bit longer before I told her. And naturally, my sister also thought it was hilarious.
But your mom did not.
That's a dick
No,
move.
she was like, do you need me to come out there? Because you know I will. I'm like, no, I'm fine. And what would you do if you came out here anyway?
Speaking of broken foots, Utah and dicks, I'd be okay if you broke your foot kicking Karl Malone in the dick.
Karl Malone say, why they gotta call it diabetes and make everybody sad? Like,
thought he
I'm
was
going to
dead.
diabetes.
Wow.
Nobody remembers the Man Show skit. God damn it.
We do. Scott and I are dying.
Oh God, I was just gonna say I do.
Caesar doesn't.
Oh
Caesar
gee,
wasn't
I was
alive
gonna.
for
Caesar
that.
doesn't even know what the Man Show is.
Jimmy Kimmel
They
was
ought to change the name to Live Meetings. Say, I'm going to live meetings.
All right, I'm done with this bullshit.
Done with Joe or done with your I'm gonna
My-
go rob a bank in the no, we'll just stop that right.
It's also I got a haircut, so any excuse.
I mean, that's solid, bro. You looking nice and tight there.
Thank you.
Look, it would look even better with a mustache. Listen, we got an awesome show
No,
tonight,
don't
guys.
do that to
We're
Come on.
going to grill up
guys.
some hot takes on the Hot Takes Barbecue. I've got an LSU fan conspiracy theory that we're going to talk about. Also, the new Wiseguy.
Does it
top
involve
10.
Brian Kelly killing a kid?
Hey, he hasn't been there long enough yet, Joe. Jeez, chill out.
Oh, I
man.
don't. He doesn't need that much time.
We're going to talk MLB playoffs, and Drew can gloat about FC Cincinnati as he turns red again. That was weird. Like, as you took a sip,
Sorry, man.
you turned
Yeah.
bright red.
I did in my usual pre-show prep time to get like my whiteness all balanced out here, because I had that very important HOA board meeting. Which, by the way, if you're in the Cincinnati area and have a landscaping company you'd recommend, throw it in the chat. Maybe give me a referral code.
Matt said LFG SD, so he's given the Mets let's fucking go for the Padres. Jared wanted to know where are the trumpets. We'll sprinkle those in a little bit later. Robert's here for a little bit before he goes to his D&D stream. He says, fuck Carl Cheffers, and anybody that defends that roughing the passer call can go fuck themselves with every dirty dildo their crazy girlfriend, wife pegs other dudes with when they're at work. Wow. Yeah, we'll talk roughing the passer.
Joke's on you, Robert. I work at home. Ha ha, bitch.
More like roughing my asser.
D&D is the game from Stranger Things, right?
Oh my god.
Yes, that's
Hold
the
on.
game that they play in
I
Stranger
said that on
Things.
purpose.
We need this man.
I got your back, Robert Taylor.
We
Well, not
need
tolerate.
like a bro. You're
boy.
too young. That's it. And said,
That's a good
boy,
joke.
40 feet.
Wait, did he really kill a kid again?
Jared
Oh,
said, "No, Joe. Brian Kelly graduated from killing kids to killing children."
When you're right.
Comment section is already on fire, ladies and gentlemen.
Comment
There's
section,
gonna be
Well,
a-
as long as it's an SEC school, then nobody gives a shit. We'll cheer them on.
Oh my God.
Gonna be a damn fine show. Let's talk about these beers that we are drinking tonight.
Oh shit.
Rated on the scale. Would you bang your beer? Scott, as always, lead us off here. What are you drinking? Would you bang it?
I am drinking my favorite brewery's brew, Southern Tier Brewing Company's Blueberry Whirl Milkshake IPA. This bitch is 6.5% of blueberries, vanilla, milk sugar, and I gotta say, if you guys roll back the tape, Joe was talking, but when I cracked this thing, I let out a moan just off the smell. And I'm pretty sure the mic would have picked it up because I was like, God damn. This beer is supremely fuckable. I'm leaving this all behind for this beer. All of it. It's me and this beer after this show riding off into the sunset. This is my final show, actually. That's how much I love this beer.
All right. Well, it's been a good run, Scott. It's a good way to
Holy
leave.
shit, this is good.
Mookie, what's in your mug and would you bang it?
Dude, I had to take a second there because I was like, oh shit, Scott, we drinking the same thing? And I forgot that like we haven't been getting the same packages of beers in literally years. It's been years since like our cycles were synced, if you will. But no, because I had the exact same reaction when I cracked mine open. It smelled fantastic. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a fun night. And then I almost thought, like, let me go and get the second one and just down them both tonight. But I figure, let me hold off and wait on that. Because this Level Beer is the brewing company from Portland, Oregon. It's called Let's Play. It's got this dope ass, like, retro Pac-Man decoration thing on the can. And it is phenomenal. Like,
what kind of beer is it?
I don't know. I got to go to the other screen.
Canned.
It's a dry hopped Pilsner, a German style Pilsner based beer that uses traditional floral herbal hops along with citrusy American dry hops. Right, Chris?
You sound like me, brother.
You nailed it.
What I do?
Could have just stopped at Pilsner. You didn't have
Pilsner.
to read the entire can.
Bright, crisp, refreshing with a pleasant hoppy aroma. Let's
Cesar,
play.
what are you drinking tonight? Would you bang it?
So I'm drinking 2 beers, one a pumpkin one because it's October, and an orange October one because of UTN it's October. So
Great reasons,
this one's from the patron saint of brewers, St. Arnold.
St. Arnold.
Oktoberfest.
Oh, classic.
And this one was badass because I opened it and it said hoppy new beer, like Snapples.
Oh, sweet.
Now wait, did you only get one of them or do you have another?
I have another one of these. This is good.
Does it say something? Does it say something else under the other cap?
I don't know. I haven't opened it yet.
All right, we'll just.
But I'll let you know.
Yeah,
I would. Fuck it. Why not? Yeah, sure.
there you go.
That's what
All
they
right,
look.
good deal.
I feel like it got downgraded in like one minute. You were like, you went from this is good to I guess I.
That's okay. Why not? Joe, you got any good snacks with you on the road there?
More Dr. Pepper cotton
I
candy.
do. I found, and I can't dig it out, but it is a Fruity Pebbles birthday cake, like chocolate bar, but I'm saving for when I get to the hotel.
Nice.
That is amazing.
Because I will probably put my dick in it.
You're gonna have a great jerk session. Man. Good for you.
This is an underrated part of this walk across the country is all the random snacks that you found along the way that you can only find at the places you've stopped at.
It really is impressive. All right, let's check the comments here. Gabe says he's drinking slurry of.
Oh, fuck you, Gabe. You said Oklahoma was going to win.
Like an elephant, Cesar never forgets.
From the City Brewing Company, a 7.5% ABV double dry hop hazy IPA,
Nice.
1,000% bang from Gabe on that one, with commentary from Cesar. Jared drinking the double two-hearted ale by Bell's. That's a good beer, 11%.
That is a good beer. It
I
hits
would
hard.
take this beer for life in all of its high octane glory for 55+ year explosive marriage to add the hottest Vegas stripper. There you go.
I think he was starting to feel that 11% towards the end. That 11%.
Shout out though, man. Bell's from Michigan, my home state. That beer is fantastic.
That is really good.
Matt Barr, by the way, said, LFG boys, a bar is never early or is he late. He arrives precisely when he means to, which is right after Scott talks shit about the Mets at the opening.
And it is mighty convenient.
Perfectly. Yeah, he planned it perfectly. This beer I'm drinking tonight is it's from Esoteric Brewing here in Cincinnati. It's called Kalima. It's a coffee cream ale with lactose. It's light. It's like 4.8%. Here's the thing about this beer. I had it this weekend and it was delicious, but I only drank it out of the can. And before the show, I poured it into my glass and I saw this and my instant reaction was, holy shit, it's a blonde coffee. I'm in. It made it that much hotter. Like this beer was hot before, but now that I know that it's blonde, to the top, it's a 10. It's a 10. Would prematurely shoot it all over this beer. Great beer. Let us know what you guys are drinking.
Speaking of prematurely shooting, Esoteric Brewing in Cincinnati, minority owned, recently opened post-pandemic. Shout out, check them out. Great beer, doing great things for the community of Walnut Hills. I'm so pissed that the pandemic delayed them opening because we literally moved out of the neighborhood like 2-3 months before they opened. And I was like, God, fuck, of course. But their shit's fantastic.
This beer is amazing. I love coffee stouts that like mind fuck you and they're blonde. You're like, what is this? This doesn't taste like it looked. And it's the best. I love it.
Germans really drink this shit?
That's what she said.
Heyo.
Yeah, it's gonna taste like chocolate.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries, though.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yep.
Let's check in with Joe as he is walking. Currently, he's mid-walk here in Utah, another state, Joe. But you're not going to be in Utah very long, right?
Right, I will make my way to Wendover, Nevada by Saturday.
Saturday. That is unfreaking real, man.
Wyoming? Is that what we said? Wyoming?
Nevada.
Oh, Nevada.
Wyoming would be going the wrong way, Scott.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I was like,
yeah.
that seems like it'd be backwards.
Have
I
you
think
been
that's
dreams
the
like that?
worst 3 weeks of my life in Wyoming, so we're going to forget about Wyoming.
Hey, hold on to that real quick. No, we're not going to forget about Wyoming. You hold on to that real quick. Let's check the map and see where Joe is currently. As you can see, we're in the Utah. Let's zoom in on the Utah map. Great Salt Lake. Cesar, do you get the jokes on this map at all?
The bottom guy looks like Lyndon B. Johnson. Other than that, I don't know who these people are.
How
He
about the
tried.
top where Joe crossed into Utah?
Oh, that's a Mormon.
Yes, that's from the
Okay.
book. of
There
Mormon.
you go.
You should have put like a wet bed since they soak.
Oh my lord.
Oh, wow.
Hey man, you know what? Don't knock it till you try it, okay?
I've tried it. I'm 21. What do you think you do at like 17?
Bang. I don't know, man. Like
I was a late bloomer. It took me a while to get there.
I'm
Don't
just
let
Notice
this-
the
don't let-
bottom is not Lyndon B. Johnson, Cesar. That is
Wait, hold on. I think I got it.
That's a hell of a guess, though.
okay. Go
If
ahead.
I get it right, can I play the Mookie Does Movies drop? Because
yes, you
isn't
can.
that the dude from Jesus Christ, Billy Madison that says you've made us all dumber with that answer?
No, he had glasses. That guy had glasses.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
that's
him.
not
And
that
you
guy.
just made us
What?
dumber for having that answer.
You're one of no points.
That is
Mm.
the judge in My Cousin Vinny,
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
also known as Herman Munster.
God, I haven't
and
seen
the
that movie in
reason why
forever.
he is included in this map, this is a very high-level joke here. The Utah
Deep
college
cuts.
football team, they're the Utah Utes. So this is a reference to the line where he goes, "What was that word?" and makes Joe Pesci say Utes again. And then, okay, good job, Mike.
Did
About
you
halfway
know
through the
that
explanation.
Thank you, Biscuit. Fred Gwynn is
About
his,
halfway through the explanation, I was like, holy shit, this is a lot of exposition for this joke.
Did you know that the Utes are
Should've just
named
let it go.
after a
Just let it go.
indigenous peoples tribe that lived in the
Should
region?
have just left it at Lyndon B. Johnson.
should have said, yeah, it's Lyndon B. Johnson just hanging out down there, wondering what Joe's doing on his walk.
Yeah, why Lyndon
Oh,
B.
speaking
Johnson?
of Lyndon B. Johnson,
With
I
no
saw this
ties
funny
to
tweet
Utah.
when it was like two of his doctors would have let JFK continue the parade. That was funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
It was
Joe,
also funny the 2 or 3 times it was posted in the group. You asshole.
My brother in Christ. I just make the pics and I dip.
I don't do Facebook.
So, Joe, you said we're going to forget about Wyoming because it was terrible, but we need to have a discussion about that because you did have a week off in Wyoming where you were stuck. You dealt with a lot of issues trying to get your shoes, but it all seemed to work out because of what happened today. So tell
Dude, you get
everybody
laid?
what happened as you got into Salt Lake City yesterday.
Well, I'll tell as best I can with 3 lanes of traffic next to me. So I got a message from a member of the House of Representatives in Utah in the Salt Lake area. And he's passed over 40 different bills for mental health and suicide prevention in his time in office. So we were trying to link up, but unfortunately, he's actually at a conference in Snowbird, which is probably 20 miles south of here, that is all about mental health. Well, he puts me in contact with a friend of his who every year does a suicide prevention walk from the city I'm coming up to Wendover, Nevada. Me and this guy talk, and the hotel that I'm going to, they sponsor his podcast, so they've decided to donate a room to me for tonight.
Hey!
Boom.
And
And
if
it's
I
like
hadn't hasn't been delayed. Who knows if that even happens?
Exactly. It's amazing how all of these things are just falling into place for you on this walk, Joe.
And
Absolutely-
the gentleman, John Gossett, is actually going to come out and meet me on the salt flat and record an episode of his podcast to put up.
Holy shit, that's fucking great.
That's badass, man. Cesar, I saw your hand up. What were you gonna say?
Yes,
Then?
in all seriousness, my grandma
Committee
has a saying.
recognizes Caesar.
No, my grandma has a saying, todo a su tiempo, meaning everything at its time. So this
There you
reminded me
go.
of that. So
I like
Caesar's grandma's wisdom seeping into the show here.
yeah, so don't worry, Joe. Everything at its
Is that
time.
Abuela?
Yes, mi abuela. My grandma.
Hey!
I've seen Encanto.
I knew it was Encanto. I knew that's why
I
you
didn't
did
say Coco.
How
Coco,
is
that shit hurt.
Actually, no, you
I
know
was
what?
waiting for Joe to be like, how come your
I still
grandmother
haven't
hasn't
seen
bought a
Coco
shirt?
yet.
That's true. Why hasn't Grandma bought a shirt?
Let's focus on grandson first.
That's fair. Yeah, actually, why isn't Grandma smack grandson to get him to buy
Hey,
a shirt?
6 weeks from today, I'll be hitting the Pacific Ocean. And what you guys need to do if cheap ass down there doesn't get a shirt is just completely Photoshop his black with a picture of my shirt. And then that way all we can do is hear his voice and just see a picture of my t-shirt.
You've had some time to think about this, apparently.
Yeah, rent
That's-
free.
I've been doing a lot of things about Scott's wife.
Wow.
Jesus, man.
Yeah,
That one's 0 to 60.
straight
Fuck,
bullets.
what-
That's
am I
amazing.
getting- I was
0
gonna
to
say.
69.
Catching strays over here.
This isn't that good. This isn't that good. This is not that good.
He deserves it for the 0 to 69.
Wait, is it the voodoo one?
Caesar, you don't like Atomic Pumpkin?
No,
Oh, Atomic Pumpkin is delicious.
this shit,
He's young.
it
He's
stung
young.
my throat. What the fuck? Is there cinnamon in this shit? And I love cinnamon.
Spicy. It's a spicy pumpkin ale.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I
spicy
gotta-
release. Oh, you know what?
Oh,
Let
I
me
got a
adjust
spicy
my
release for it.
let me adjust my framework. I will
I was
give you
gonna say
another.
that was super white of you to be like, this one's too
I'm-
spicy. I don't like it.
I wasn't expecting the spice. I was expecting just another fucking pumpkin ale, but let me
I gotta
readjust
get
my
this one.
framework.
I gotta get this one because I've seen it, and then
It's
like
good.
the next time I went to go buy it, I couldn't find it. But I've like seen it multiple times, but not
It's
when I
good.
could.
Caesar,
need to
Matt
get
is furious at you, hitting you with a what? Because
Mike-
Matt,
Bro, I was
Matt loves it.
Atomic Pumpkin.
Mr.
Mike,
Stanton.
we got to give Caesar what he earned.
Hey, I've seen white people before. You know what I'm saying? But you motherfucker, man, you white as mayonnaise, man.
Ooh, I
That's
just wanted to
tough.
get in there right after you did it too, because it was just absolutely perfect accent of yours, giving us the
my Dave Chappelle doing a white guy voice.
yeah.
My favorite white guy
It
impression.
smells really good.
JB said pumpkin
That's what
beer
she
is an
said.
instant drain pour. JB still hasn't come around to pumpkin beers. That's so disappointing. Matt Barr correctly pointing out we should have also pulled the race
Oh,
card.
that's true.
It's because
I
there isn't any
gotcha.
Mexican pumpkin beers.
Race card.
That was actually expert time too.
I mean, right? Like, come on now. I just took that half beat and was like, got him. JB, since I know you're listening now, are the Red Wings gonna suck all dick and balls, or maybe just balls this year? Let me know your thoughts.
Who gives a fuck? It's hockey, and it's football season now.
Can't argue with that.
It's not
Joe,
bad.
Joe, what are you finding now that you're in Utah? How are you finding the people as compared to like Wyoming and all the other states you've been through?
I mean, the people have been great. I haven't come across a state with bad people.
That's why you didn't travel to
the
south.
Well, I mean, especially after I got my tan. If I went south, it wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you actually had an interaction with the police today that ended up being okay for you.
As expected.
Since
I
I've
mean,
been in
yeah.
Utah, I've actually had about 6 different highway patrolmen stop and talk to me.
6 different cops have stopped you as you're walking in Utah?
Well, since
Leaving
he's
Park
going through a
City
tunnel,
Fire
I'll fill in the gaps. He's probably saying, well, yeah, because I'm out here in Utah and think I'm easy pickings. You know, no one's going to miss me. They can go have their way with me for a little bit and just dump me at a truck stop. No big deal. That's what Joe was saying when he walked in.
Sorry, Joe. Go ahead. That just happened. We lost Joe. Kev says pumpkin beer is the only beer I've had for a month. That a boy, Kev. That's the one.
There's a little bit of down signal there. I think we're back to 3 bars.
All right.
I was not being taken advantage of.
3
Mookie,
bars. Who's your
but I will
that's too
take
bad.
advantage of your asshole when I get home.
I mean, buddy, I've been bleaching and waxing just for you. Don't you worry.
Oh, I don't like that. I want the chunks. Give me the dingleberries.
Jesus Christ, Joe. What was the?
And he's gone.
And they cut out again. Wow.
I'm still here. I think it's the guy that got me the room keeps trying to call me.
Oh, nice.
That selfish asshole.
I would answer.
2 days ago, the first highway patrolman pulls me over. Well, pulls up to me.
Pulls you over.
And he goes, apparently,
You know how fast you were pushing that cart?
If there's a frontage road next to the highway, I'm supposed to be on that. So he was like, well, you only got about a mile to go, so, I'm not going to give you a ticket, but you are technically breaking the...
He's wedding into what now?
I'll fill it in.
Give him a ticket.
This is the part where I
heard
said,
that part.
If I were walking, I wouldn't have lived to tell this story.
Service.
He's like, I'm not going to give you a
Stop
ticket.
calling me
I'm just
while
gonna
I'm trying
shoot
to
you.
tell my story.
Doesn't he know there's something more important at stake right now?
Yeah, like who cares about his podcast that we're going to do a
You're
couple
like,
days
wait,
from now?
what's this
We're
guy's
doing
name?
this one. We're doing this one right now.
What's this other podcaster's name?
His name's John Gossett. I can't remember.
Bro,
Gossett.
finish the story. He hasn't called you yet.
Caesar over here
So-
getting feisty already.
Earlier today, I had just gotten done with one of my hot-geared hamstring stretch side of the road urination breaks, and I look up and there's a patrolman pulling up on me, and I'm like, oh fuck. But he's like, he just checking to make sure what was going on, and then 2 more highway. I had 3 patrolmen at once, like asking me what was going on. And then they're like, oh, that's really cool. Well, yeah, you're completely allowed to be on this road, so we'll let you go. I'm like, thanks for wasting my time.
Have you ever heard of the Church of the Latter-day Saints?
Oh, man, that would have been fantastic if they hit him with that.
I was actually going to go to the Mormon temple, but apparently it's under construction. I wanted to pick up a couple of wives.
I mean, they'd make your load a little bit easier, don't you think?
They would make my load a little bit easier.
Dick jokes.
Joe, I'm going to let you go before that guy calls you again. But as always, folks, haulacrossthecountry.com. Joe is about to hit a stretch. After tonight, he's going to be in just the Salt Lake Desert for like 4 days. So it's going to be kind of hit or miss, but hopefully Nevada by Saturday for Joe. Haulacrossthecountry.com is where you can go to donate. Once Joe gets into Nevada and then gets close to California, there's some more hotel rooms. So pony up that dough, get Joe some hotel rooms in the near future here so that he can actually so that he can get a decent night's sleep. And don't forget to donate to Run a Mile for Jackson as well. You can do it all there at haulacrossthecountry.com. And as always, when Joe's on, we like to mention the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is 988. Yesterday was World Mental Health Day. So it was fitting that Joe was meeting the representative in Utah on World Mental Health Day. I was trying to get Ryan Day and his wife to reach out to Joe because there was a story about them talking about their work with mental health. Trying to hook them up with Joe. So tweet at Nina Day and tell her to hit Joe up, and let's get some major push behind the end of this walk here. But the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988 nationwide. Someone is always there to listen if you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis. Joe,
And I'll get some push into Mookie's end.
Now that you finish the series, talking,
Wait,
Nina Day's
did
too
you
busy
say
taking
that?
care of Ryan after getting his ass kicked by Ryan Schiano.
What?
Well, there is no Ryan Schiano. Now there's Greg
Great.
Schiano.
Yeah.
Greg Schiano, shit. I fucking bobbled that insult. Fuck me in the ass.
Bobbled? No, you dropped that shit.
You shit all over the insult. You had it right there on a silver platter, and then you
That's my first
shit
L.
anyway.
That's my first L.
Yeah, the first one.
Mookie, live thank you for the donation, sir.
Oh man, I thought it'd take a minute or two more. Did you see what it's for though? And that's the only reason you cannot spend it on anything else.
I only saw the dollar amount. I haven't opened the email yet.
Oh well, spoiler alert! It's only for Vaseline.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
What? Suspense?
What is happening right now?
I don't know.
Oh, he's got there it is!
Bro, we need to get you a bigger jar though. Like, come on.
No, I like to raw dog it.
That's fair, I guess. Yeah.
Joe,
all the chafing and the calluses on my hands. It's like ribbed for my pleasure.
My ass? Is you say calluses on your ass?
It's ribbed for his pleasure.
Joe, we'll let you go, man. Be safe walking. Enjoy the hotel
Joe.
tonight.
That was a great exit. That was a fantastic exit. You know how long he's been planning that shit? That's why he didn't want that phone call to get to interrupt his shit. He's like, I got a baller ass exit plan. Fuck him.
That guy.
AB said, did Scott freeze again and said, oh, there he goes. He mastered the mannequin. So, Scott, your reactions during Joe's interviews are always the best because you just sit there and stare.
Well,
like
no,
during baseball.
because I'm like really listening to what the hell he's saying, and I'm like want to know, like I'm actually interested in it. It's like, you know, when Mookie's talking, if you catch me on the camera, if you don't have it full screen, that's usually when you see me looking down. So you know what's happening then. Like the mannequin is because I'm like locked the fuck in.
So is that mean it's time to talk soccer? Is that what you're saying?
No, it is not. Brendan says, what's up, fellas? What's up, Brendan? Thanks for chiming in, man. Let's talk a little
Who's
football
Brendan?
here, folks.
Why?
I'm sorry. I need to apologize to Biscuit. I wanted to change the intro. I wanted to change the intro this week to the video from the Giants game of the guy getting his thigh rubbed down with his ass hanging out on the sideline.
Oh,
And it looked like the trainer was just jerking him off.
Was that in London?
Yeah,
It was in London, yes.
Yeah, I was like, do they not have sheets in London or some shit?
I
Like,
said
there's
they
no
got-
tent. There's no
they got
tent where
different
you can just pull your
laws.
ass out. It was real weird.
Dude, I saw a video of Giants.
Exploitation film.
I saw a video.
Hey man, it's not exploitation. They're getting paid.
Race card.
That kind of exploit.
Just registered for Mookie.
Yeah. It's like half paying attention. Like
On the update, Mookie. I saw videos of like London Giants fans singing
Oh,
songs to
Stick that
Packers
cheese
fans.
up your ass.
Yeah.
Stick that cheese up your ass. Fuck that cheese and stick it up your ass. I love English fans so much.
they're the best. They're so creative
my God,
too.
I love the
Like,
English fans so much.
Kev's got some comments here. We'll save them for when we get to college football, but just know, Caesar, he's
What?
got questions for you, which is terrifying. No,
Yeah,
not
he-
relax.
Oh,
Down.
he's
Bro,
trying to
relax,
get y'all worked
please.
up.
okay.
Jeez, holy shit, man.
I'm calm.
JB said, whoever's running your Insta, did you see the hooligan chant I sent over from the game in London? It's me that's running it. No, I have not seen it yet.
We have an Instagram?
Totally
That's fucked up,
fans.
man.
Oh no, right. Because every time I go to the IG, the only thing I ever watch is Mike puking up right after he beer funneled and just vomits back up all the foam.
What?
Some might call it what's a beer funnel? Beer bong.
I'm moving on.
What is happening?
Jesus Christ, you show killing son of a bitch. All right, let's.
That was such an L. That was such an L.
That was bad, dude.
I was gonna step back and analyze the last 30 seconds of the show, but I'm just blowing past it. There's no reason to linger anymore. Let's talk some hot takes, fellas, because there's been some hot takes this week. All right, boys. I scoured the internet. We've got some hot takes to throw on the grill here. First one, good lord, get the music right, Joe.
Dude, that's good looking meat though.
But there's no seasoning on it.
Yeah, it's white people season.
You don't need
This is a
to be a good meat.
This is a tweet from Shannon Sharp. He said, how do you get roughing the passer when passer no longer has the ball? That's a bull jive call.
He's obviously not a Derek Carr fantasy owner. I am.
It's a bull jive call.
Bull jive.
I think this is a spicy take. I think it's
Coming
totally
from the
wrong.
horse face himself.
Whoa.
Hey, look, I love Shannon, but we all know that motherfucker looks like the Broncos mascot.
Let's talk about these roughing the passer calls from this weekend and whether or not they were, in fact, bull jive. Because there was 2 very bad roughing the passer calls. Probably the worst weekend of roughing the passer calls I've ever seen in my life. Tom Brady got one for just being tackled, and then there was no flag of when he was trying to kick the lineman that sacked him as the lineman was.
Brady's a bitch.
And then the other one was last night in Monday Night Football. Kansas City called for roughing the passer on Derek Carr on just another soft. It was a strip sack, and then they said because the lineman fell on him, it was roughing the passer. Scott, you are so against NFL officiating right now. Like, how mad were you at these calls this weekend?
I'm not even upset anymore. Like, this game has been just shitting down its leg for the last 15 years when it comes to rules and officiating and replays and not knowing their own shit. I don't even get shocked anymore. I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing. Okay, cool. Cool. It's like the NCAA making sure that Ohio State gets in. You know, at some point it's going to happen. You're just waiting to see what creative new way they come up with. And you're like, oh, there it is. There's some more stupid officiating to make football just not be worth watching anymore. Like, that's all it is. Like, this is where we're at with this fucking shit now.
Look,
Mookie sighed heavily and then didn't talk. Like,
I didn't want to cut Scott off. I was trying to let him finish. It just.
I'm not going to cut him off. I'm just going to sigh heavily into the mic and then sit silently while everybody stares at me.
Well, I didn't know people were staring at me. That's creepy.
Anyway, yeah. Go.
Look, it's the game that the owners are demanding the officials call. Like,
Governors.
I don't know if you guys.
Oh wait, that's the NBA. Sorry.
Wow.
Another L. Cesar, go ahead and hold that one too, my man. Just taking them all tonight.
Hey, look, brother. Hey, Cesar, it's good. We're getting them all out of the way by late October because that's when voters make their choice. We want to be clean coming into Election Day. We're fine, dude. We're good. We're right on track where we need to be. Anyways, it's the game the refs are going to call. And whatever the guy's name was that was on Monday Night Countdown right before was basically explaining there is 100 and some bullshit, whatever rules in the NFL officiating guide. There is one rule and one rule only that says if you have any doubt, throw the flag, and it's roughing the passer. So these refs are covering their ass because they want to get to the Super Bowl just like everybody else because that's how they get paid. And so they're playing by the rules set out. So if you're going to give shit to anyone, don't give it to the officials. Give it to the competition committee, who's really just doing what the owners want, which is protecting their ass.
I'm giving shit to the league. I'm not giving shit to the refs. This is the
You're trying to
league's
give shit to
fault.
old white guys who are out here just trying to make their cash. Though,
No,
Scott. Like,
I'm
that's all
giving
it
shit
is
to
when you really
all
boil
of
it
the.
down.
No, I'm giving the business to all of the old white men, the ones making the calls, the ones blowing them. Because if the NFL has hid behind the fact that they don't have full-time fucking referees, like they don't have full-time referees.
Doesn't matter. They don't need them. It doesn't take them full time to learn that they're going to do what their bosses tell them to do.
Okay, but here's the thing. There's so much inconsistency. Like, if you look at what happened to Tua on Thursday Night Football when he got his head blocked, that is worse than what happened to Tom Brady. Same type of play, same type of tackle.
Hold on a minute.
One gets called and one does not.
Hold on a minute. The one on Thursday night against Tua was not a fair comparison whatsoever because they don't know how to officiate a ragdoll. Because that dude was out there half conscious to begin with. So, like, if you want to talk about anything, talk about why the fuck was that guy in the field in the first place. Like,
I mean, that's
honestly.
Fair. That's fair. But I do want to go back, Scott. You mentioned you're giving it to all of the white guys making the calls, the white guys in the
making the rules. Yeah.
Ignoring the fact that it was Jerome Boger who called Tom Brady.
For Brady.
Have you seen Jerome Boger? That motherfucker's white as mayonnaise.
You want me
The
to hit
black, the black referees in the NFL are cornball brothers. How about that?
Whatever happened to that hockey league?
They out there tap dancing for the white man. That's a call this penalty for you, mess.
I was gonna make a joke, but it might be too
Roughing the
far off the
passer.
line.
Tom got hit, y'all.
Race card.
I feel like you need more. Yeah.
I was gonna pull more.
Race card.
Way to come back around on that one, Mike. Appreciate it.
I think Scott has a spicier, hotter take than what we just saw from Shannon.
Then that? Get the fuck out of here.
No, like refs been tap dancing for the owners for years. Yeah.
We said tap dancing. The first thing that came to mind was Mammy. And I was like, I'm just gonna stay quiet.
Yeah, probably a good move. Good move. Let's move on.
Hey, put that steak back up. Yeah.
Next hot take that we've got comes to us from @Ben Steiner. I was wrong about Baker Mayfield. He's the worst quarterback in the NFL. Baker Mayfield, quarterback of the Carolina Panthers for a little bit, I guess. His coach was just fired this week. Matt Rule let go, which it's crazy that now the teams are just like, fuck it, like cut him out now. I get that in college when you start you have a certain signing period. The pros at that point, it's like just ride out this year. Who cares? Get us a better draft pick, and then we'll bring in a coach for next season. But Matt Rule out. Probably going to end up back in college next year. But this makes Baker Mayfield. This is like it'll be his 6th coach in 5 years in the NFL or something crazy like that. He is just a coach killer. But the take here is not about him ruining coaches' careers. It's about him being the worst QB in the NFL. Scott, is Baker Mayfield the worst QB in the NFL?
I watch a pretty bad one every week myself, so I know a thing about bad quarterbacks. Yeah, he's pretty fucking terrible, dude. Like, I still can't believe. I still go back to that draft when everybody was like the night before the draft, and it was like, "Hey, Baker Mayfield," and it was like when I first heard that, I was like, "Wait, what? Like that's a joke, right? Like they're not really doing that, right? Like this is some last night before the draft shenanigans, right? Like tomorrow they're not actually gonna walk up the fucking podium and call his name, right? Oh shit, they did. It's been pretty, and then out of everybody, like the non-believer or the super believers like Joe, Baker the touchdown maker got fooled into thinking he was a decent quarterback because he won a couple of games there, and it's been all shit since then. Like, yeah, he's pretty terrible. It's not good.
Cesar, you think
I remember with the shine on Matt Rule. Remember how excited Carolina was, and how Carolina, like the owner was like, "Yeah, we put a lot in.
He's gonna turn around the offense here. You see what he did at Baylor. He's gonna turn around the offense."
Dumbass fucking venture capitalist owner, some kid who basically just bought himself into football.
Yeah,
because he knows a fucking thing.
Isn't that what all the owners do? They just buy themselves into football, or somebody that they know.
I mean, nowadays, sure, but like Jarrah earned his team. Okay,
didn't he just buy the team?
He did.
How do you earn a team? How is it earned, Mookie? I want to explore this a little bit. How do you earn a football team? Do you have these guys?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Green Bay?
You have the guys climbing their way up the mail room, and then they work in the ticket sale booth.
Someday they just own the team.
And then, if you work hard enough, kid, you can own this place one day.
Yeah, exactly. Like
that would actually be the best owner in the history of sports. Work their way up from the mail room to owning the fucking franchise.
It's the American dream. Are you saying that doesn't exist?
It's just a kid in the mailroom that like he drops off a package in a coach's meeting, and he's like, "You should probably spy the quarterback when they're in that formation." They're like, "Stop that kid right now! Would you just say?" And that's his big break, and he like gets on staff, and then he works. Oh man!
Did we just create a script?
Yeah, I think we did.
Did we just create a script like this? This feels like an option for a film.
To EA.
It's a bit
for their next fucking Madden career mode.
Oh god, yeah. This year's is even fucking worse than last year. It pisses me off. Remember when there was the year
you're in the mail room?
For like
it would have better gameplay than Madden does these days itself. Like, man, look at it. When I actually press the slot button, it goes to the slot. Who knew? I don't have random other mail slots jumping 20 feet out of the air into impossible positions to intercept the mail slot.
I'm not one to defend Baker because I fucking hate Baker. One, he went to Tech.
Wait,
Two, he went to OU. He went to OU. And then 3, my cousin's ex-girlfriend went to Lake Travis while he was at Lake Travis, and she told me he was a fucking asshole. He was always pissed off whenever he'd go out to eat with his friends because he wasn't getting recruited hard enough. So, like I don't like Baker. But to play devil's advocate, I guess, whoever went to that Panthers team was destined to fail. That Panthers O-line is like having me play O-line. What do I do? Nothing. What do they do? Nothing.
Although I would pay to watch you play O-line in the NFL.
Oh, I'm
just for like
5'10".
a play. That's
Max.
Double down there.
Well, you can line up.
Christian McCaffrey's always getting hurt because that O-line.
Line up next to your 5'7" left tackle over here. We can do this thing.
I'd like lead the league in like ACL and MCL injuries like caused.
Nice.
From all the chop blocks.
I'm pretty sure I'd be Tua'd on my first ever attempt to block a defensive lineman. I would be backwards, and the next thing you know, I'd be
the punter that fucking got killed by Sean Taylor. That's me in the NFL.
Brian Mormon, never forget.
Matt Barr pointing out Rule is getting paid $834,000 a month for the next 4 years to sit on the couch. How do I get fired from the NFL? That is amazing.
And also, that's the funny part is he won't even sit on the couch. Like if he was smart, he would. But he's going to go back
to a Power 5 school in the fall,
also,
next fall.
Matt, we just told you how you do that. You work in the mailroom and earn your way up.
You're head coach, and then some way you become owner.
Yeah.
It's just one of the
It's just one of the phases. It's one of the phases of the process.
Yeah, this week I'm head coach of the team, but I'm looking at like 4 or 5 years before I'm GM.
Right. I mean, it's working great for Belichick.
Look, if you'd have told me 6 years ago, I'd have been delivering mail. I never played.
It shows you what hard work can get you these days,
Also, being white as fuck helps.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Your journey's a bit different if you start at the mailroom as a minority in the NFL.
No,
what's this dude doing in our mailroom? Can we get him out of here?
I worked one day in the NFL. I thought I was going to be owner someday. They fired my black ass.
Officer, there's a brown kid in the mailroom. Ask him what he's doing here.
He's trying to live the American dream. Can we get security up here?
Why is he touching all the stuff?
I work here. I'm sorry. I work here. Now you don't. I'm a citizen. They're going to still put me on the bus back to fucking Guanajuato.
Hey, free vacation, right?
Fuck no. I want to go to Cancun, not Guanajuato.
Well, isn't it still closer? I mean,
it's
you're making
nice
progress.
Guanajuato's a nice place.
We got a lot to catch up on here, so let me try to catch up on all of these. Hang on.
Race card.
Mm-hmm.
Race card. Race card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, I think we're caught up now. I think
you missed.
I saw the movie of the Monterrey Little League team and how they were treated when they came up to Williamsport, and that is me. I have not forgotten my compatriots and my ancestors.
What are you talking about?
You never saw that movie?
There's a movie about
first minority Little League team to ever win it or something.
My stomach is killing me.
Is it like a 30 for 30 joint?
So
no, let me check it out. I don't know.
All right, well, let's do the hot take that came up this week. This one comes from @BigDoeKev. He retweeted a Paul Dana Jr. stat about the Bengals being 2-3, and how 9 teams started 2-3 last year. 5 of those made the playoffs. 3 finished with double-digit wins. 2 of them, the Chiefs and the Niners, were nearly in the Super Bowl. Not to say all as well, but it's a really long year. And @BigDoeKev said, "Y'all fake optimistic fans tell me know the Bengals are ass like they have been for the past 30 years. Got lucky last season, went on a fluke run and blew it. Zach Taylor's a clown, can't win with him. This is a spicy, accurate take. Like this is dead on. I don't even know what to say.
But there's layers to this shit. Like there's multiple takes within this hot spicy take. That's what I like about it.
Look, bro, fuck Zach Taylor and fuck the Cincinnati Bengals. It is because of you. It is because of you, motherfuckers, that I almost lost my fantasy game. Every day I check practice reports. Every fucking day. And not one day did you tell me that T. Higgins was only going to run 2 snaps and be hurt for the rest of the fucking game. I knew he was hurt. I knew. But did you? Obviously not. Fuck the Bengals. Fuck Zach Taylor.
I think my favorite part of Big Doe Kev's tweet here is that he calls Paul Daner, who is a writer for The Athletic, a fake optimistic fan.
Like, fuck Paul Daner.
Dude, like this is a reporter who follows the team and is trying to put things in perspective. He's not an optimistic fan.
I care, Matt Barr. Thank you for your service.
Yeah. I mean, I just think the best part is that it's Big Doe Kev. Like this sounds like
it's a pretty solid Twitter handle.
I mean, it is a great Twitter handle. But I do want to talk about Zach Taylor because he is getting heat for his
He's a piece of shit is what he is.
Bengals fans furious about Zach Taylor's play.
And T. Higgins fantasy owners.
Cesar furious about Bengals in general. But it's not just Zach Taylor. I feel like this younger breed of coaches, the younger generation, is going for it so often that it's becoming a problem. Like, how is it weird that we grew up like, dude, just fucking run the ball. It's fourth and 1, just run the ball. Go get this first down. And now I'm looking at this going, God damn it, you should have just taken the points. Like, just kick the field goal, take the points. What are we doing here? Like, Staley going for it on 4th down nearly cost the Chargers the game against the Browns. Zach Taylor runs some weird shovel pass on 2nd and goal from the 1 instead of just running the ball, and the Bengals lose 12 yards. And then he doesn't settle for a field goal on 4th and 1 and turns the ball over. Bengals end up losing the game. I just feel like there's just so much, like it's overcompensated with these coaches now, the younger coaches. The analytics are getting in the way. They're going for it too often. We need to pull back, go back to when football was great, and just kick some field goals. Like let's just get out there, put a couple through the uprights, take some points, take the momentum back to the sidelines, okay? Like let's relax on this going forward every 4th down, Zach Taylor, okay? I'm just saying you're kind of fucking me here. Also, it's like awful.
No, it's because he's also a terrible play caller. Like Jamar Chase.
That's literally what he just said.
I fucking hate Zach Taylor.
Matt Barr saying, Cesar, no one cares about your fantasy team.
That's why I said I do. Thank you for your service. He still hasn't welcomed me for his service, but I guess.
That's because it's not your thing, bro.
Guys, am I stupid for wanting
Don't start asking my boyfriend on a date in front of me, Cesar.
You're absolutely correct. We've grown up now. We've gone too far with the Wunder kids, and they grew up playing Madden. They're 30 years old and like, let me just go fucking for it. Look at the analytics say it's statistically you should go for it. They've watched too much Sunday NFL Countdown, listen to all the fucking talking heads, and like, man, when I work my way up from the mailroom to head coach, I am totally going for it on 4th down every single time because statistically, it's the best way to do it. And then people like old ass coaches like Belichick are like, look at these two motherfuckers are going for it on 4th down. I got plays for days to stop this dumb fucking shit. Like, look at them. Look at them flailing with their 4th down calls. Like, seriously.
Watch them try a Philly special here. Ha, there it is. He did it,
oh
you
my
dumbass.
God. Yeah, I don't know what the
Well,
fuck.
in Zach Taylor's case, watch him just run it up the middle again.
Oh, it's first down. Here comes a handoff to Mixon. Oh, it's 2nd down. Here comes a handoff to Mixon. Oh,
someone tell
down.
Joe Mixon to switch
Chase.
up his stance.
And go for it on 4th down with an impossible play that won't work.
Joe Mixon has a tell when he's running the ball or it's a pass play.
It's so frustrating to watch, like Zach Taylor calling.
It's
games.
ridiculous.
He came out and was like, "Well, it's a team effort." Like,
no, bitch, you're a fucking idiot.
Like, no, you're the one with the sheet, Zach Taylor. I see you. You're the one that needs to be like, listen, I fucked this one up. I should probably not call plays anymore.
Or ever.
There's an extra R missing. Just
Leave
saying.
it to Taylor to make Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase boring. It is. They're the most vanilla offense I've ever seen. Gabe wants to know worst play call: Texas A&M final play or Bengals play calling. It's a tough one.
I didn't say the A&M.
The A&M one's ridiculous. Like, I hate A&M with all my heart. Like, I really do. But, bro, I would have been a better coach in that scenario. Like, that was ridiculous.
I love it just because it's Jimbo and they're paying him.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Let's keep it going, please.
To be fair, do you know how much fucking money they're paying him? It is absurd.
His buyout, if he gets fired this year, his buyout
He's
is like
not.
$86 million.
Yeah,
That's
getting
stuck for
fired.
3 years because in 3 years it's like 57.
The fuck? That's absurd.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you, God.
absolutely
Thank you,
ridiculous.
God.
That's called having a great agent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Pointing out Dan Campbell went 0
Yes.
for 6 on 4th down this weekend.
Like, what are we doing?
Well, and
At
Dan,
some
what are
point,
we
doesn't
doing?
somebody step in? Like Deuce should have stepped in.
You know
Deuce
what,
should have
though,
been like, "Look here,
Scott?
motherfucker, I'm supposed to be head coach. Go for it on 4th down one more time, motherfucker, and I'm gonna catch you. And I think I'm losing my voice. God damn it, Dan, it's happening again.
Scott, you got so many good characters inside of you, man. So many.
Dan, we really started. You guys stop going for it on 4th down.
He's like, well, I wouldn't have gone for it on 4th down, but Deuce was trying to tell me something. I couldn't understand him. I don't know what happened. That motherfucker knew what I said. And some bitch knew I said don't go for it on 4th down again. God damn it. Oh, fuck.
Matt Barr, we'll put a bow on it
Yeah.
with this one. Matt Barr said
Yep.
Zach Taylor is the American dream. He's white, used to get McVay his coffee, and worked his way up like the rest of us should.
Actually, yeah, no, that's
He put in that
100%.
work.
There it is.
One
That's
day
the
Zach
fan.
Taylor's gonna own the Bengals.
Yep. Mark
You
my
too
words.
can be Zach Taylor. You just gotta work hard and pull up your bootstraps.
What was he in St. Louis? I mean, LA.
He was
He's
a
the
quarterback.
Quarterback.
No. He was offensive coordinator too,
Oh,
right?
But what do you do?
No, he wasn't.
It's
No,
like
he was
Nathaniel
just
Hackett.
quarterback.
What did Nathaniel Hackett do in Green Bay? Nothing.
Dude, Nathaniel Hackett's a dumb motherfucker.
Matt
so
LaFleur
that's
would call the
completely
plays, and you have
different.
Aaron Rodgers, your quarterback.
Like-
Watching Nathaniel Hackett and Russell Wilson play
See,
offense.
Okay, so that's part of my problem because LaFleur, yes, he has had his issues with Rodgers, but Rodgers will audible at the line when he realizes the play call is terrible. Joe Burrow is not audibling at all. He is just like, this is what Taylor called. This
Yeah,
is
but
what we're
Burr
gonna
is
run.
only like 3 years in.
Doesn't matter.
Fuck off.
You can fucking tell.
Yeah.
You can see this play call is going to get stuffed at the line because they have 10 guys in the box.
Yeah.
And
But,
we're-
but that's what I think
Stop.
Cesar's saying. Joe Burrow needs to fucking step up and audible out of that shit.
I would pay to see Joe Burrow just walk up to Zach Taylor after one of these series and just get in his face and call him a fucking cunt and then move on.
Dude, no. See, because what he
I
needs
want to
to
see
do.
the lip reading
No.
where Joe Burrow's just
Joe
like, you're
Burrow-
a fucking cunt. And then
Joe
he gets
Burrow
over it.
he is the last call. He is the last say in this. He is the final say in everything. He needs to start audibling out of it, lead a touchdown drive, and then turn and Baker Mayfield his nuts all the way to Zach Taylor.
It's
That's
because
what
Zach
Joe
Taylor's
should do.
not scheming Jamar Chase open. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
You don't have to fucking scheme Jamar Chase open. I'm sorry. The guy's a freak.
Yeah,
athlete.
you do. If you,
When
I
he's
understand he's a
double
freak
covered.
athlete, but if you're getting double covered, there's no like escaping it.
Double covered with safety
Weak.
help. There was
Exactly.
times when he was double covered and a safety was over him. It was insane.
I love Jamar Chase. I put in the bet for him to win Offensive Rookie of the Year last year. Like, I love Jamar Chase, but like, it's the same thing with Jettas. Jamar Chase. I mean, Justin Jefferson. I don't know if y'all know that people call him Jettas, but Jettas. Kevin
I thought you were
O'Connell.
talking about the
You're
cars. I was
so
like, what
young,
about
dude.
what
No,
about those
Jettas.
cars?
Jettas. Jay Jettas. Justin Jefferson.
Oh,
They call him Jettas. Well, anyways,
I am fucking old. I don't know what they call them the
with
kids these
Jettas,
days.
Kevin O'Connell or
Madden told me that's
McConnell,
what it
whatever the
was.
fuck his name is, he schemes him open. You see him. He scores like fucking 10,000 fantasy points a game.
Yeah, he does.
Why can't Jamar be like that? I want to see the gritty going across fucking BNG ALS every week. But does that happen? No. Why? Because Zach Taylor is a fucking idiot.
And Gritty is stupid.
Jamar
Gritty
Chase
owns
started
you.
it.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait, Mookie, you're talking about the Phillies mascot right there, aren't you?
Any fucking chance I can get to throw slander on that awful looking thing, you goddamn
Is his name Gritty?
Gritty.
Next hot take on the barbecue here, fellas. This one is from Sean Norton, 19. Why does the NFL think we're all stupid? There was nothing wrong with how the concussion protocol was followed, but we're going to completely change the concussion protocol mid-season? What? It's no wonder we all think they're incompetent. This is obviously in response to the NFL and the NFLPA agreeing to change the concussion protocol after what happened to Tua. And then immediately after that happens, in the Dolphins game, what's his name gets sacked? I can't think of their backup.
Derek Carr.
No.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, Teddy Bree.
Teddy gets tackled. Didn't look like he hit his head at all. They gave him a concussion test, but the spotter, the newly appointed spotter, said he saw Teddy wobble, so Teddy needed to be taken out of the game. That's like part of the concussion. There's a spotter in the crowd now that's like, nah, that guy wobbled. He's got to come out. It is crazy that the NFL and NFLPA just implemented this like midweek.
A wobbler spotter. You're the official wobbler spotter of the NFL.
Dude, I don't understand.
Make sure nobody's got bird legs. All right, moving on.
They're creating jobs, man. Doing it for America.
They are. Now imagine if you work your way up from wobbler spotter to NFL owner.
Then you would have the chance of getting fired as the independent consultant for the NFLPA.
Well, them's the breaks, though. I mean, if you
Them's
get into
the
the ground floor, there's only so many ground floor jobs that will get you to reach the top.
But you know what, though, Scott? Even with that, it's still nice to know that you would have tickets to every Super Bowl sitting for you at will call, no questions asked. So,
I wouldn't be able to keep my mouth shut, though. I'd be sitting in the crowd and be like, hey, you know what I am?
Yeah,
I'm the official fucking wobbler spotter. If that motherfucker wobbles, I am going to take his ass out the game. You know how much control I got over this motherfucking game right now? Like, if he wobbles, I'll be like, hey, that motherfucker wobbled. Boom, he's out the game. I ain't even have to see him wobble, but I can put money on this shit. I can go on there.
I was just going to say that, Scott. Hey, like, that's where you're missing out.
I know. Aaron Donald, he wobbled. Oh, shit. I had all the money on the other team. Every time they played the Rams, I'd like, Aaron Donald looks like he's wobbling again. Get him out of the game, ref. Get him out of the game. Like, they need to set a limit. Like, the wobbler spotters can only wobble spot so many guys. Like, after 3, it's like, all right.
Wobble spot cap.
Oh,
I'm sorry, you've used all your wobble spots for the game. This guy's got to go play concussed. Good luck.
You know what? It's going to end up becoming something soon, though, because you're going to have the wobble spotters for the other team spotting wobbles on the other team. You're like, well, I've got a medical duty.
That's what I'm saying. It's a strategic thing. Like, it's just like, oh, well, they've got 3. They'll put it on the thing. It's like they got 3 more wobble spots. We'll see how they use them. It's like, oh, and then there's the 2-minute drill, and all of a sudden, I saw Rodgers.
Bitches be wobbling everywhere.
He was running down. And I saw him get up, and he wobbled on the 2-minute drill. Like, Aaron's got to go. This is going to change the course of the NFL forever. This is the name of the show, Wobble Spotters.
Please tell me that's a pension-paying job. I feel like it should be.
Only if you make it to the top.
You
gotta be Chief Wobble Spotter.
Wobble Spotter Workers United or something? WSAU?
I just want to see the handbook for the wobble spotter where it's like, if a dude's wobbling, fucking point him out. And that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, there's your job description, wobble spotter.
I mean, is the title of their handbook just if you see something, say something? Or I guess it's if you think you see something.
You know how sometimes like you see things from like your daily job, like when I worked in cell phones, I would spot cell phones and I knew what it was. You think the wobble spotter is like walking around all the time?
That guy's
concussed. He's at the playground. He's like, all of these kids are concussed. They're all wobbly pieces of shit. Get them all out of here. Take them home.
Hold on a second. This barista, she just gave me my coffee, but she's looking a little wobbly. She overcharged me. You might want to double check. I didn't order this much fucking coffee.
Sir, what are you talking about? Excuse me. I am a professional wobbler spotter, okay? And
trust me.
Clearly wobble. Going on. Whitey pointing out the concussion protocol should be to remove all guns from the player's house and to move his family to an undisclosed location.
Oh, shit.
He went WWE on us, man.
He also went CT on us.
Oh, they're not mutually exclusive.
What do you guys think of these new, like, in all seriousness, the new protocols? Are you okay with them like changing it up mid-season, or should this have been something that they were like, all right, we'll look at this in the offseason and try to come up with a better thing than, hey, this guy got thrown on his head and should not play. Maybe we don't let him play on Thursday. Like, that's
His fingers are spilling out blood. Take him out.
I mean, you know how I'm going to take this.
I don't.
He's flashing gang signs again. You pull him. He's done.
The Wobble Spotter's like, look, he didn't wobble. I don't know. I'm not meant to look at his hands. I don't know what
He didn't wobble. He just flat out passed out.
That's a whole
I'm not
different thing.
qualified
Yeah.
to look at motherfuckers'
this
hands.
job description. And in
You know
fairness,
what?
he didn't stand back up, so I don't know if he wobbled or not. So that man could play. He's okay. He's clear in my book.
Get him back in the
Just wait.
game. I got him on my fantasy team. He's
Does
fine.
this also mean that, along with a Wobble Spotter, that we really should also probably have a piss tester to see how dehydrated they might be? Because, at a certain level, you could pass out. And
No,
hurt
to answer
yourself.
the question, I think this is just what the NFL does. They're always faking the funk. Oh, you guys got a problem with how we handle women? Look, we hired a woman, and she's gonna be the head of this bullshit committee that we just kind of
And
made
she'll
up.
be in all the
on fly.
Microsoft commercials.
And she's gonna independently, arbitrate all these rape things. And then when they come out, it's like, oh, well, she's hamstrung as fuck because it was not actually set up correctly by the NFL, and it was just a fake sham. Like, this is just what that is. Like,
A
they're
fake
always
sham?
pretending to care about like real shit. And so they throw all these smoke and mirrors at us, and it's like, look, we're tough on crime. I don't give a fuck. They're like, God damn it, if his fingers hadn't seized up, we'd be fine. But fuck, now we gotta go get a wobbler spotter. Like, this is bad. Like, God, these there's probably the owners are sitting in the room. These, the game ain't changed, just these pussy ass fans. We wanted to have these motherfuckers just getting laid out, but no, y'all had a problem with CTE. So here we are. This is the game y'all wanted, and now you're mad that your old football is taken. Well, we tried to tell you, let these motherfuckers just scramble their brains. So here we are, bitch.
Pause. No owner sounds like that, Scott. Come on. That was, you slipped into your Jerome Boger voice there. That was not an owner.
I had dreams of making it from the mailroom up to ownership. I was just trying. If I started.
Scott, you had some of the right skills and some of the attributes, but there were just some other things I didn't think lined up. Sorry to say. I feel like you were behind the eight ball to start.
That was not good. Not a good voice for that. Good messaging, but the wrong delivery.
But also, JB
more
is
like this. It had to be more of this guy.
Ooh, yeah. Well, no, that sounds like the data analytics nerd. You got to go more old and curmudgeonly.
Dude, that guy was the one that's telling, hey, you should go for it on fourth down. That's what the number is.
You're old for 5. You're gonna get one here eventually, right? Like,
statistics say you can't go over 6. Oh shit!
Yeah, but hold on a minute. It's 4th and 15. But statistics still say.
But then, as we say in the statistics world, you're due. Let's go.
The only thing I was missing is a hit from the inhaler at the end.
Oh shit! But yeah, no. I mean, it's a crock and a sham, and
it is a crock. You're right.
Travis mockery is what it is.
It's like cocky crock. One more hot take from this week. Let's see. This one is from said. Oh, I should probably put it up on screen. That would help us out here. Nothing makes more sense than at NFL reviving NFL Europe after 15, 20 years. It'd be a great pregame every Sunday to NFL games, and there's never been more interest than now in American football in Europe. Bring back Rain, Fire, Frankfurt, Galaxy, Hamburg, Sea Devils, Berlin, Thunder. So this one, at first, I was like, haha, that's good. And then I was like, wait, this guy's serious. He's really on board with bringing back NFL Europe. Like, he forgets that it was an awful product and was terrible. But this is in response to Roger hinting this week that NFL Europe could be a thing, that he thinks Europe could support multiple teams. Like, the rumor has always been the Jags are going to move to London. Raj said London's such a great city, it might be able to support 2 NFL teams.
Ooh.
And then went a little bit further and said we could have a couple of teams in Europe. So that was the first time that has ever been like floated out there of like a conference in Europe, and people are now running with it like, oh, are we going to bring back NFL Europe? NFL Europe was dog shit. I don't know if people remember that. The NFL Europe was terrible, but I like this guy's idea of an NFL Europe league that just acts as the pregame to the rest of the NFL day. So like, you wake up, you have a 9:30 game that you don't really care about. Nobody's team is like the Frankfurt Galaxy. So you're just like, yeah, I'll watch it because it's football and I can put some money on it. But it just sets the stage for the rest of the day. So that way, U.S. teams never have to travel over there again. They can follow their own teams and we can watch it, I guess, when we want to. What do you guys think? NFL Europe, should we bring it back?
Oh, absolutely. Hands down.
Yes.
Hands down. And I'll give you a 3 bullet point plan why it's a great idea.
Where'd the dog come from?
You started barking. You're pissing me off.
From
I told
another
him to sit next
dog's
to me.
vagina. It's a great idea because we're already seeing it work with like the XFL, AFL, whatever. And the big difference now is that streaming rights is enough to offset shitty fan participation over in Europe. That was always the biggest thing. It was never profitable because no one went to the games. But now, if you've got a thing you can package and sell on TV, then you're going to make enough to support the league. 2, you can bet on it. So fuck yeah, dude. Why wouldn't you? Like, absolutely do this. It's another source for us degenerates who are probably already up that early anyways to put more money on football and get other people, you know,
These are the fist pump.
to get more into it. And then C, it's a great way to start to lure people and sneak them into actually watching the EPL, because what you're going to do is get people up early in the morning, ready to gamble, ready to watch some sport, and then all of a sudden NFL Europe folds because they all realize it was a stupid idea in the first place, but there's been enough cross-promotion that now they're just watching European soccer, and boom, that's how you grow the fan base for football.
I blacked out after the first point.
I thought Ted Lasso was how we were going to grow football.
Welcome to Wrexham is how we're actually going to grow football. That's the correct way we're going to grow football.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, dude, they're showing a Wrexham game on ESPN2 this weekend, like just a Wrexham versus some other shitty lower league team, and they're putting on an ESPN2 because welcome to Wrexham.
And there ain't shit else to put on right now.
That's what that show has done. By the way, is this a sports equinox today? I just realized that hockey started today. No, we got no football today.
Yeah, no football.
Are you sure there's no action?
Yeah, I was going to say there might be some action today.
Not on a Tuesday, right? No action.
Yeah, I was going to say that's way too early.
Action starts happening towards later in the year, so maybe like October 27th on, there'll be action on Tuesdays for sure.
God, I love action. By the way, JB pointed out 3
the
bullet
Astros
plan.
won.
Please don't.
I mean,
oh, Cesar broke up there. I didn't hear. Go ahead, Cesar. Do it again.
I was like, isn't that like what it took to kill JFK? 3 bullets.
Wow.
okay.
Wow. That took a hard left.
All right, let's talk.
That's
college
2
football
JFK
real
references
quick.
in one show.
Let's talk college football real quick. Caesar's really pumped up.
Did you just flex on the death of Kennedy? Like what?
He did.
No, on the death of Oklahoma.
Oh wow.
Caesar back early on in the show. Kev wanted to know for Cesar, if Texas wins out, should they be in the college football playoff? What do you think?
We'll be in the conversation, but we'll be like 5 or 6 or 7. We would, for Texas to make it to the college football playoff, we would need Alabama to win the SEC championship, Michigan and Ohio State to both lose somehow. Obviously, one of them cancels each other out, but I wouldn't say Michigan's undefeated. I need Ohio State to lose like to Purdue or some shit.
You want Ohio State to lose out, and they'll still get in. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Ohio State,
like, them losing doesn't matter to shit.
Michigan
they'll be in
and
the
Ohio
Final Four.
State, both. One of them has to have 2 losses. The other one's gonna have 1, obviously. And then
You're not
who else?
listening, though. Ohio State can have as many losses as they want. The committee will make sure they are in the Final Four.
Should
Kevin,
we be in the
Kevin,
playoffs?
clarifying the question: should you be? Not will you? Should you?
Are they in the SEC yet? Is that official? Or are they
Well,
still?
No,
didn't
but
he
if
say-
we win out, we'll be.
When did they officially join the SEC? Is that a few?
2025.
Oh, okay,
But
so
the,
we still
but the
got
thing
time.
is that the SEC can't Tennessee and Arkansas to cancel their Big 12 conference matchups because for some
Okay, who cares?
reason.
Answer the question. Should they be in the playoffs?
It's bad when Mookie gives you a moving on. That's a problem.
I'm answering questions that are being given towards me.
The rambling a son of a bitch was like, come on, seriously.
Seriously, hey, he's like the wobbler spotter. He knows a rambler when he sees one.
I think
That motherfucker's rambling. Shut his mouth.
I think we should. With the healthy Quinn
There
Ewers,
it is. Should.
there's we're a top 8 team in the country, 7 team in the country.
We're a top 8 team.
All right, well, let's check the rankings.
Shut the fuck up! There is no way that a 10-2 Notre Dame is better than Texas. Not even close. Not even close.
They are. I would take-
Maybe this one, sorry, but
We
as
are
an
trouble
objective
Alabama.
person-
There's levels. There's levels. Have fun losing to 30 to USC.
That could happen too. That's the sad part.
All right, let's talk about the rankings. See where Texas falls in the rankings here.
We're not there.
Starting off number 10, Mississippi State. This is the first time that a team at more than plus 10,000 broke into the top 10. That's how bad everybody's odds are currently. Mississippi State comes in at number 10 at plus 15,000. We got a tie at 9 for between Penn State, Ole Miss, and TCU, all at plus 8,000. Tied 8, Oklahoma State, UCLA, Oregon, all at plus 6,000. Number 7, Tennessee at 3,500. USC falls to number 6 at plus 2,000. The reason why I put them at 6 and have Michigan at 5 at plus 2,000 is because Michigan's odds got better, USC's odds got worse. So I'm taking that into account. So Michigan 5, USC 6, even though technically they could be tied. Let's check the top 4. This is who's in the college playoffs. If it ended right now, if Vegas had any say in how it gets ranked. Number 4, Clemson, plus 1,200 odds to win the title. Number 3, Bama. Their odds got worse as well this week. That's 2 consecutive weeks that their odds got worse. Plus 260 for Bama. Georgia remains at number 2. Their odds also got worse. Plus 220. They were plus 210 last week. And then number 1 still Ohio State.
About time.
Plus 180. Well, that happened last week. They were number 1 last week. So it's not
They
about-
stayed even, right?
They got slightly better odds. I think they improved by about 10 points on their odds. There you go. There's your top 4: Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, Clemson. Still, money line favorite is Ohio State, Georgia, or Alabama. Pick a name out of the hat between those 3. Clemson is the long shot to win the title from this. Guys, this season is weird. This college football season is just bizarre to me. It's almost like there's too much parity. I don't like it.
I like it. This is my favorite. Chaos.
There's too many teams that could win, and I don't like that. I want okay, these are the 4 best teams.
There's 3, Mike.
Well, that's a great.
I honestly think there's only 2. I think it's Oklahoma. What the fuck? I think it's Ohio State and Georgia.
Oklahoma.
No, Georgia. I mean, Oklahoma go suck a fucking dick.
All right, let's talk this LSU fan theory real quick here. If I can pull it up, and I can't, damn it. All right, here, listen. Here's the conspiracy theory that an LSU fan had. If you missed LSU's game against Tennessee, classic Brian Kelly special teams to start the game. Tennessee kicked off to LSU. LSU immediately fumbled the kickoff. Tennessee recovered it and then took it in to score. Just beautiful special teams play by LSU, which has been failing them all season long. There was a fan that posted on an LSU message board. So already you know this guy ain't right. He's posting on a message board in the year of NIL 2022, right? So this is already a problem. He didn't tweet this out. He posted it on an LSU message board, not on Reddit. It was like purple and gold headers. He said that there is electromagnetic activity that can be done that would mess with a person's nervous system. And he accuses Tennessee of releasing some of this electromagnetic field to mess with the LSU player who dropped the opening kickoff. It didn't affect anybody else, but apparently this guy said it was sharp enough to just affect the one guy. I think we know how this could have been solved. Wobble Spotter. A Wobble Spotter would have seen that shit. He would have been like, wait, listen.
Call that shit out fast.
Or there's some electromagnetic activity happening here. I'm not sure which one, but he needs to get out of the game.
Yank his ass out.
Bro, how high are you to come up with that theory as to why your guy just muffed a kickoff?
He's not high. He's from Louisiana.
So what you're telling me is as he was typing, it sounded more like Ed Ogeron. It's like,
electromagnetic.
What was that? I want to hear a Cesar Ed Orgeron impression.
Ed Orgeron, just like you remember, like the Water Boy. He was like, "Mama, electromagnetic."
Electromagnetic. Okay, got it. Yeah.
All they're good at is making fucking seafood boils, bro.
Ooh, but I mean, they are good at that.
Go Tigers.
They're amazing at it.
Caesar's Water Boy impression was Mama. He dug into the well and pulled up.
Deep.
Oh shit.
It looks like people are seeing my like Houdini like telepathy. What the fuck is it called? We can see the future.
ESP.
Foresight. So Gabe asked me, Notre Dame has USC and Clemson left. If it's competitive, then all right, I'll give you that. Notre Dame might be better than Texas, but I fucking doubt it. You're gonna lose those two games combined by like 64 points.
I will take that action. So you're telling me I get Notre Dame plus 64 in the games against USC and Clemson? I'm taking.
Okay, I exaggerated.
No. Sorry, motherfucker. You better
actually, Mike, you get the hook too. 64.5.
No, I was gonna say 37, but 64 it is like.
Mama? No, the plus 64.
Mama. There's
right.
our new show closer.
Mama.
We're running low on time. Let's talk a little baseball real quick here.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Speaking of oh shit, Joe's back.
What the fuck? How fast do you walk?
My earbuds are
Really fast.
not connected, but
You sound great.
funny story. I was a mile away from here, and a sheriff picked me up.
Ah!
He said, "You're not allowed to be on the road," and I was like, "Well, all the highway patrolmen have told me otherwise." So he's like, "Well, he was in a truck, so we put the stroller in the back of the truck, and then he had me in the back, which has one spot for like a criminal, like a very small cube. And we get here and he looks up on his computer and he goes, "Oh, I guess you're right. You were allowed to be on the road." DX cross chop, suck it.
So let me ask you this then, Joe. Do you have to go back to the spot where he picked you up and continue the walk?
I mean, it was a cop making me do it, so I can't. I mean, I can walk an extra mile. I was pretty close anyway. Like I was.
So you're just going to go like
up the exit.
Nobody's asking the real fucking question. You got to the hotel room. How good is the fucking Fruity Pebbles chocolate bar? God damn it!
That's a great.
I just got in here. I just noticed I had.
I don't give a shit. You've had enough time to lay down and turn us on. Get that chocolate bar in your mouth.
You want to see the fact that I no longer have a toenail?
No, God, no.
Wait,
Oh!
No, it's another Tonley fans.
Yeah!
Caesar is horrified by this.
That's how you make bank, Joe.
Yeah. So like the time way back when I pulled it off on air, that was the first toenail. The second toenail also fell off. There is literally and nothing is growing back. I don't know if I'm going to have a toenail on that pinky toe anymore.
Whitey said hot.
So here's my thoughts, Joe. I think your body is just making the most optimal use out of stuff. It's like, you know what? I don't fucking need toenails right now. I'll grow them later.
Then why doesn't it just spit all my pubes out?
Wow.
Because you need pubes, man. It's
For
what
what?
keeps the
It's
what keeps
down.
Moving on.
you got to keep the essence in, you know.
I said
Moving on.
Scott.
Like poop right now.
There it is.
Who can play that game? Okay, I'm done. I love how Whitey though. Show them toes.
You're gonna press buttons to click on drops, but you're not gonna click the button to show the comment that you're reading.
I was too busy trying to think about how to work in a Shohei Ohtani thing here, where it's like that's going to be the guy who comes over.
You mean
to compete with him.
Tohei? Tohei Ohtani?
Ah, shit! There it is.
Aha.
Well done.
Yes,
Scott,
quite
how
a
you
game.
feeling? How you feeling about these playoffs? They're kind of shaking out how we expected them to after that wild card round. There's no real surprises coming out of the wild card round. Do you see any upsets coming in this NLDS or ALDS?
There were surprises. Like, did the home teams forget that they had home field advantage? What the hell was that shit?
Wait a second. Hang on. We're not. Are we really shocked? I guess we're kind of shocked that the Cardinals blew.
Yeah. I mean, not the Mets. The Mets were going to Mets. That was
the Cardinals have a combined team age of 975, so I'm not that shocked.
Holds it out here.
I just thought it was weird how many home teams lost. Like, usually you don't have that many, like one, so and it was just like Toronto blew it in epic fashion. Fucking only like if you went into the weekend, you'd be like, which team is gonna hold? There's only gonna be one of these teams that holds serve at home. Which will it be? Like, nobody would pick Cleveland. None of them would have picked Cleveland. That's how you know it was like it was still a weird weekend, even if it wasn't like crazy upsets. It was like, damn, none of these home teams fucking won.
I think I'm not as shocked that the home teams lose it just because how much like the teams are even. You look at these teams and like there are teams that are heads and shoulders above everybody else in the MLB, and then everybody else is just
whatever.
And then there's the Reds. Like that's the levels of the MLB right now. There's like the Dodgers, the Astros, the Braves, the well-run teams. Then you have like everybody else who just pick a name out of a hat and they can make a run. And then there's the Reds. Like
Steve.
That's pretty solid rankings. That's accurate.
Did you just say Steve, Mookie? That was your contribution?
You said pick a name out of a hat, and I picked Steve's name.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Move this man!
Yeah, accurate.
That's all I got for baseball, man.
Great. Let's give Mookie 2 minutes to talk soccer.
So I think the best part is it's not even really so much soccer as it is talking shit about a rival's team. So Cincinnati teams have a notorious tradition, we'll say, of blowing it when it comes to either making the playoffs or getting in the playoffs and losing. And the Columbus Crew, on the other hand, have always found a way to make the playoffs and perform well. Going into this last weekend, FC Cincinnati had to win or draw to make the playoffs. The Columbus Crew controlled their own destiny. In epic fashion, the Crew gave up a goal, I think, in the 86th minute to lose, therefore eliminating themselves from the playoffs, while Cincinnati scored 3 goals in the first 25 minutes, and the game was basically just home free that early on. So instead of worrying about our team disappointing and shitting the bed, they performed well enough we didn't have to care. And then we got to see Columbus just absolutely piss down their leg and then shit out in the cornfield like Joe at his lowest moment. It was inspiring.
Now I get to shit in the salt flats for the next 3 days.
Hey, there you go.
Guys, can I just tell you how impressed I am that Mookie did that in a minute? I gave him 2 and he used only a minute to do it. So that's the first time Mookie has ever been efficient with time given. Like normally,
right.
I feel like I should do this every time. Like, okay, Mookie, you have 1 minute to respond, and then he'll only talk for 15 seconds, and it'll be like, great, that was perfect. That's exactly what we needed.
I mean, you set expectations. I'll try to reach them.
Okay. Weird. Weird way to end the show. That
Killed
was
it.
awkward.
All right.
Hey, it could get weirder. Check this out.
Oh, God. God.
Caesar, it's fine. It's not missing a toenail.
Oh.
Let's talk about these beers we were drinking and whether or not you bang them. Scott, what was in your mug?
I was drinking Blueberry World Milkshake IPA by Southern Tier Brewery. I fucked this thing 2 or 3 times during the show, so I will continue to fuck it off air.
That bartender think Mookie's wife might disagree about the thing.
I don't know, babe. What do you think? She just walked in the room. Now's a
She's
good time to
also
ask her.
like, normally that conversation goes, can it please go 2 minutes this time? And
That's why I like to let her go first before you even get started.
got.
Take care. That's when you're gonna have to worry about it. You know.
Mookie, what was in your mug? Would you bang it?
How do you guys do it in 2 minutes?
Well, I mean, you got to like actually take it. It's like when you take the pants all the way down instead of just putting them through the fly. You know, it takes a little extra time. I was drinking Let's Play from Level Beer Company out in Portland, Oregon. Absolutely fantastic. Not only would I bang it, I would be best friends with it for life.
Oh, that's sweet. Caesar, you had an Oktoberfest and a pumpkin beer.
I fucked this one before I fucked this one.
Bet you bang them both.
Yes, maybe if I'm hammered.
So that one's definitely sloppy seconds is what you're saying. I got you.
I guess.
Joe, you still haven't eaten this chocolate bar, so we're left hanging.
I'll post in the group when I eat it with a verdict.
Hell yes.
Fair enough.
I'm already looking forward to it.
Kalima Coffee Cream Ale from Esoteric Brewing here in Cincinnati. Would bang 100%. This blonde is fantastic. All right, good. I think we got to everything we wanted to talk about tonight, boys. It took some weird turns. Oh no, Cesar.
We saw Joe's nipple.
What was that, Cesar? What are you showing the?
It was my bottle opener that I used to open the St. Arnold.
It says
Hook 'em horns.
You know, as cool as that is, the coolest thing I've seen in Caesar's little patio or whatever there was his video on the Twitter. So go check that shit out. See him celebrate a big ass win against his rival.
Just shotgunning a high noon after popping up from behind the bar and doing the dance.
Put that shit on.
It was
idiot.
Epic. Oh, and the hardcore like arm fist thing.
It was a
sex
lot.
fist.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. If you enjoy the show, be sure to tell a friend so that they can check out the show as well. That's the best way for us to go is you tell somebody to come check us out. Be sure to follow the show at Crafty Sports, Twitter and Instagram. Go join the Facebook group so that you can get into Robert Taylor's pick'em that he's got running. Also, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe if you ever get the podcast. That's how you listen to the show. It helps more than you know. Shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Tons of great content there. Go subscribe and review to all the Belly Up Sports podcasts. And all across the country, Joe Hall, go buy him a hotel room. He's going to be screwed for the next 4 days in the salt flats, just pooping in the desert. Let's try to get him a room for when he gets through that. We'll see you guys all next week. Cheers, everybody.
Somebody come help Mike. He's wobbling.
Wobble Spotters unite.
49-0. Mama.
Right now.